Hi. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello. That's the correct response, right? It's like a hello, like a general welcome. I'm going to be going to Slovenia soon to do stand-up comedy. I'm gonna go to Ljubljana, Maribor, Brabin, Sljepnin, places I can't even pronounce I'm gonna go to. The best way to find out about these shows is on my website, which is here. Click on the I and it'll take you to a link that'll take you to my website that'll give you a breakdown. Shows coming up. It's gonna be super exciting. You guys are probably wondering what my shows are like. Basically me telling you a bunch of stories, things that have happened. I am so good at that. When is it okay to take a shit in a stranger's yard? So Vic, my uncle, was thinking of moving back to Los Angeles with his wife and newborn son. He's like 1 year old, but you know, still a baby. Car seat, the whole deal. Now Vic wants to move into like a big fancy house because
be all splish splash, big house, fancy.
His wife is an architect and she's like a mid-century modern, like that's her thing. She likes mid-century modern houses. And the baby is the baby. And I'm just happy to, I'm just hanging out. I'm just driving along. I'm just driving around looking at houses with him. It's, you know, it's a fun afternoon. Why not? We're driving around looking at our phones, doing this thing, calling realtors, being like, hey, can we see this house today? Blah, blah, blah. And there's this house in Beverly Hills. Or was it the Hollywood Hills? Doesn't really matter. And the point is the house is in a really nice neighborhood. It costs like $2 million, $3 million, some crazy number. Mid-century modern. It checks all the boxes. We want to go see this house. Calls up the realtor. Can you see it today? Yeah, today, 1:15. Fine. Great. Fine. 1:15. We'll be there. We get there at 1. Traffic was in our favor. We pull into the driveway of this house. The kid's asleep in the car seat because, you know, he's been sitting in the car, he's driving around LA. That's what kids do in car seats. Vic and his wife are kind of like, oh, you know, the realtor's not even here yet, but we're gonna have a look around. We're gonna walk around, we're gonna check out the backyard. We're gonna, you know, see a little bit of the house. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll stay here in the carport and, you know, with the windows down and just kind of watch the kid sleep, because it seemed like that was my role to play in this scenario. So Vic and the wife, they go through the thing into the backyard, and I'm standing there, you know, waiting for the realtor to show up and watching this kid sleep, and I'm just kind of like, oh, all right, cool, this is a beautiful neighborhood. Like, oh, wow, lovely. Look at the cactus. They've done so much with the cactus. All of a sudden, Vic's wife comes out of the backyard, and she's got like this crazy look in her face. She's just like, you know, and I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? She locks eyes with me and she says, he's gonna shit in the yard. And I was like, what? He needs to shit and he's gonna shit in the yard. Victor is shitting in the yard. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's gonna what? My first thought was, well, he's gonna need to wipe, so we'll have to get like some diapers or some wet wipes. Like, I don't know, what do you got in the car? You know, you got something. Now my first thought should have been, why is Victor shitting in the yard of this $3 million house in Beverly Hills? Why did he think that's okay? I feel like that's an appropriate, right now a shit is happening. I'm going to shit in this yard. Danielle is like, she's like, I don't know. I looked at him, it looked like he was about to have a heart attack, and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, I have to shit right now. And he looked like he was taking his pants off, and I don't know what's going on. As I'm saying, let's get some wet wipes, the realtor drives up. Oh my God, this is happening. The realtor just pulled up like, oh, hello family that might buy this house of $3 million. What's that? The paterfamilias is taking a shit in the backyard? Ha! Right? It's about to get hilarious. It didn't happen. It didn't happen like that. What happened was Vic came at that point out from the backyard. Turns out he didn't need to shit quite as bad as he had thought, so he didn't actually take a shit in the yard. But he was, oh, hello, nice to meet you, realtor. And it was all just like a very tense few moments for me because I didn't know if he had shat or not. Anyway, we walk into the house and he was like, oh, you know what, I might use your bathroom. I might have to use your bathroom a little bit. Do you mind if I just step into your bathroom and just use it for a minute? And the realtor was like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, go ahead, right ahead. So Vic goes into the bathroom for 45 minutes. The realtor shows us the entire house like twice. We're standing in the kitchen, just kind of like, so, yeah, needs a few, the fixtures, huh? And then Vic comes out of the bathroom and he's just like, all right, let's have a look at this thing. And it's just like, yeah, Yeah, now let's walk around it again with you. Oh, we got to the car and we laughed. My God, we laughed. It was like that kind of laugh you don't get all the time. You don't get that kind of laughter. I mean, there's a lot of material there, but I can't really fit it anywhere into my show. So I thought I'd just tell you guys that story. That's a story that's not gonna be in one of my shows. So that's why I feel like I can tell you on the internet that story. Good times though. So if you like the Gradual Report, you like my energy, you like that sort of thing, do hit subscribe. Because I'm gonna be telling a lot more stories as this journey unfolds. I love you, my little lemon drops. Do join us on Tuesday when we continue our very important